All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakwakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the electors out there pushing, laboring, believing, listening to this truth with our sincerity. And may the blessed election be upon your houses. All right, the title and topic of this lesson is going to be on ruling your spirit. All right, ruling your spirit, because when you come to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, when you are in this ministry, it is a crucial thing to be able to rule your spirit. All right, and if you can't rule your spirit, ultimately that is very destructive, right? But I want to get this definition here from the Oxford Languages, right? Because ruling your spirit, really going back to self-control, right? And it reads the ability to control oneself, in particular one's emotions and desires, or the expression of them in one's behavior, especially in difficult situations, right? So having that self-control over your emotions, your desires, right? Expressions, right? Not easily emotional, right? Not easily, offended. Being able to have like the synonyms, the similar words, right? That self-discipline, self-restraint, self-masteries, you know, moderation, composure, temperance, you know, and so forth. All right. So it is a key thing to be able to rule your spirit. All right. When you are, serving Yahweh Shema Shah, when you come into this walk. All right. Because you can't let any little thing cause you to, in other words, crash out. All right. Because we already know when we come to serve Yahweh Shema Shah, we're going to have a lot of different things thrown at us. We're going to have to deal with battling demons. All right. We're going to have to deal with people in the world, deal with constantly getting vexed in this place, being tried in this place. All right. These are different things that is going to be a part of our daily walks that is thrown at us daily, but we must be able to rule our spirit to be able to handle these things, man. Right? Because mind you, once we came into this truth, right, like the scripture said, put off that old man. We put on that new man, right? We've been renewed. Okay, so certain situations, certain things that is thrown at you, you can't handle it like someone that's in the world, right? You gotta handle it, first and foremost, knowing how to rule your spirit, but handling it through the spirit, you know. But let me get this because I just quoted it. This is Ephesians, the fourth chapter, verse 22, and it reads, "That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness," right? So we got to put off that old man, right? Be renewed in our mind and put on that new man, all right? Right? That old man probably didn't know how to rule his spirit. That old man could have been emotional, right? That old man could have been, making terrible decisions, But once you put off that old man, put on that new man, right? Being, renewed, refreshed, through the spirit power of Yahweh Shema Shah, that's when that new man that is able to, rule his spirit. Okay. All right. And this is a key attribute that we must have when it comes down to being in this ministry, when it comes down to serving Yahweh Shema Shah, is having the ability to rule our spirit. All right. Having that self-control. All right. And also having that fear. All right. Because, fearing in Yahweh Shema Shah, having that fear going to really have you being on point for real. Because you're going to truly fear Yahweh Shema Shah to not go off. Because when you don't have that self-control, in other words, right, or if you can't rule your spirit, then you are capable of just easily going off, man. Going off at like fucking around, eat swine or something, man. Get a line up, The Shabbat come around, you just pay no mind to it, But you have to be able to rule your spirit and have that self-control, because these demons are constantly going to be attacking. They're going to be coming at you every single day. These demons going to attack you, man. It's part of the walk, right? Scripture tells us in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right? So we already know that we're going to have a lot of things thrown at us, a lot of different trials and tribulations that is a part of this walk, but we must endure. Okay? And this Proverbs 25:28, he that had no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So you gotta have that rule over your own spirit. You gotta know how to, have some self-restraint, self-control. All right, because ultimately at the end of the day, it's a constant battle between the spirit and the flesh. A constant battle between the left hand side and the right hand side. As a matter of fact, here it is. This is Galatians, the 5th chapter, verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. All right, so there's a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit, right? The flesh wants to do nothing but wickedness, right? But the spirit doesn't. The spirit wants to do righteousness. The spirit wants to do everything that is pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Shai. So we have to tend more to the spirit than the flesh, all right? It's a constant battle between the two forces, man. All right. So when it comes down to ruling our spirit, having that self-control, that's a battle right there, the flesh and the spirit, right? Because that flesh don't want to have that self-control. The flesh doesn't want to rule the spirit. The flesh want to be in that aristocratic spirit, that do as thou will, But we must be able to have that temperance, that self-control, being able to rule our spirit, especially while we are in this walk. Because these demons, all right, the flesh, a lot of things gonna try to play, a factor in your mind to try to get you to go off, to try to put wicked thoughts in your mind or ideas in your mind, whatever the case may be. But we must be able to rule our spirit and stay in the spirit. All right, abounding, on the work of the Lord, abounding on the scriptures, meditating on the scriptures, trying to constantly be in the spirit, especially when it's times like that, when it's like that battle between the flesh and the spirit. All right. This is Ecclesiastes 3, and honestly, I'm gonna just read the first verse, all right, because that really has the point that I want. Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, right? So ultimately, there is a time and place for everything, right? There's a time for this, a time for war, a time for peace, and so forth, man. There's a time for everything, right? So when you rule in your spirit, ultimately, when there's a time and place for everything. So you got to know how to rule your spirit. You got to know, when it's the right time for this or when it's the right time for that certain thing. Having that proper discernment also when it comes down to ruling your spirit. All right. But nevertheless, all right, this is truly just a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit, right? Ruling our spirit, having that self-control is an important key attribute to have when it comes down to serving Yahweh Shem Shai, and when it comes down to being in ministry and also being a good brother. All right, but nevertheless, Lord willing, this was edifying to the elect of Israel. All right, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kwakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening onto this truth with our sincerity. Until next time, shalom, and above all, Kwame Sharala, shalom.